Warden Johnston sat at his desk across from one of his prison guards, who sat looking shamefully at the floor. He was speechless. This was the third guard this month who was resigning from his position due to the fear of a ghost woman. "You're a grown man," the warden barked. "There's no such thing as ghosts. I don't even have to tell my grandchildren that. Even they know better." The guard wouldn't make eye contact with the warden, probably too ashamed. The warden dismissed the man and sat alone in the empty room for a while, contemplating. He reached into his desk drawer and pulled out his bottle of vintage brandy. Pouring himself a glass, he laughed out loud, considering the situation. 3 guards in 1 month, leaving their secure jobs in the middle of the Great Depression because they're afraid of ghosts. Absurd, he said to himself. It was late. He was usually home by this time, but this nonsense with the cowardly guard forced him to stay late. He finished his brandy, grabbed his coat and hat, and walked out of the office. As he headed down the dimly lit prison hallway, wondering what Ida May might be cooking for dinner that he was undoubtedly late for, his thoughts were interrupted by a faint sound coming from the other end of the corridor. He stopped in his tracks and listened. It sounded like crying, he thought. Odd. He began walking towards the sound, and as he got closer, it grew louder. It sounded like a crying woman. "There shouldn't be any women here at this hour," he said out loud to nobody. He kept walking down the hallway towards the sound. Suddenly, a gust of cold air rushed by him, as if someone opened a door during a snowstorm. Except there was no open door, nor was there a snowstorm. "Who's there?" he called out loud. The sound was unmistakable at this point. It was definitely a woman, and she was definitely crying. But there was no woman, and the hallway ended. Dead end. Just bricks. No window. No door. And the crying was coming from inside the wall. I'm Jesse Wilkins, and this is Hometown Ghost Stories, Alcatraz.